Hey Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Alicia Spiritual Guidance. I'm Alicia. I'm going to do your September monthly read, general and love, whatever comes out. Thank you for watching. Okay, excuse the background noise. I do live next to a freeway. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread this month with the Melanated Classic Tarot. All right. All right, Capricorn, really some of you could be feeling drained, emotionally sick, like just emotionally sick overall. And then if I need to clarify, I'll use the Sevilas. With this, drink a lot of water, a lot of fluids during this time so you can keep your energy up. You don't want to get dehydrated, you know. Definitely that's what I'm getting. But anyways, coming into the month, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is you. There's a lot of things on your mind right now, a lot of things on your plate you feel like you need to handle in this month of September. Some of you could be having a hard time sleeping, wondering what's going on. Why isn't somebody responding to you the way that you like, right? You could be worried about some changes that you've made or that you want to make or that you will be making. A lot of thoughts I'm hearing right now is, am I making the right decision? How is this going to impact my future? How is this going to impact, for some of you, my son? How will this impact my kids, you know? Like, it's like you're worrying about everybody else except for you at this time. And even when you do stop and think about you, it's like for a brief second, and then you start worrying about everything else. A lot of this that you're worried about are based on decisions that you do need to make, but these decisions involve other people. Definitely a hard time sleeping. Just a lot of anxiety here about the future and what's to come. All right, we have the Ace of Wands, the opposition. This energy opposes you here. So it's lack of creativity, lack of movement, lack of energy here. And that's just because you're so stuck in your head right now. You don't see what's in front of you because you're so focused on what's to come, if it comes. Things that haven't even happened yet. You're focused on that, and it's causing a lot of fear. It's causing a lot of stagnation. It's like you're in your mind about things you haven't accomplished, but you are taking it day by day, and it's like you don't even see the progress in things you have accomplished. Some of you, if this was a love situation, or if this is a love situation, I would say there's a lack of affection right now. Maybe you guys aren't even being as intimate as you used to, and that's just because somebody is so in their mind, or both of you guys could be in your mind, that the energy is just not there at this time, you know. And that's crazy because Capricorn, you know you're a freak. But these thoughts are overtaking it. Like, you're sitting in your environment, in your home, and you're just wondering, like, is this the right place for me? What am I doing here? Things like that, you know? And it's really playing on your creative energy. It's really putting you stagnant. It could be causing some depression too. What crowns you is this High Priestess. In reverse. First thing I heard was a chatty Cathy. Somebody talks a lot, but it's the things that they're saying, or maybe it's the lack of things that they're saying that's causing you a lot of anxiety here. It's like somebody's projecting their energy onto you, you know? And that energy is very fearful. Some of you, it's very fearful. Some of you, it lacks abundance. there's so many thoughts in your head. Some of you, it's your dreams that are affecting you right now. You don't know how to process them. You don't know what they mean. Write that down. For some of you, there could be, if this is a relationship, you or your partner could be gossiping. Like, okay, that was not the right term. Talking a lot, but you guys aren't talking to each other. It's like talking to outside people, outside sources, seeking outside counsel, but that counsel is not helping neither one of you. Okay? Some secrets are coming out, or you are worried about some secrets coming out, some things coming out that you could be ashamed of, that you haven't really been wanting to face or deal with. Those things can no longer be hidden. It's like an exposure of so many things right now. And so because this is an energy that crowns you, I'm going to say that don't keep your thoughts in, especially if they're bothering you. Talk about how you feel in a positive way. You don't have to place blame on anybody. You don't have to like be resentful to anybody. You need to express your emotions and what you feel, because holding that in will just cause resentment. Capricorn, this is your foundation. That's you showing up. So you're showing up as yourself, but you're showing up as the low vibrational energy of yourself, because this is where you are right now. This is what you know. So you know your routine, you know your ritual, like you know what works for you and how you want things to work for you. There's a lot of opposing energy, and that's not working for you, because that's not what you planned and that's not how you planned it. So it's causing a lot of anxiety. Some of you are in this situation and it's like it's turned toxic, right? But the situation was based off of lust. And now that the lust is gone, it's like infatuation, right? So now the infatuation has faded. You see all of these things that you don't like and you feel like you're stuck here. If you get my drift, you don't like that. The past is the Tower. So you could have been going from, so in the past, you could have been moving, you could have been leaving a foundation, you could have been there. In the past is a transitional period, right? Something that was standing in your life could no longer stand. So whether this was a foundation with somebody and it was built on faulty ground, like lies, deception, heartache, trauma bonding, whatever you want to call it, right? That foundation did not withstand the time. So what could be happening now, because this could be something that is being torn down in your life, right? Or it's already been torn down in your life, but yet there's so many remnants of this past foundation, this past tower, that you are still needing to work through and get through. And that could be what's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression right now. Somebody's not really understanding that, the fact that this situation takes time to be all the way done. It's not just going to be done overnight. So some of you Capricorns, this could have been a commitment or whatever, or even a job that you're slowly transitioning out of or wanting to transition out of. Like it's taking its sweet time to be bulldozed all the way to the ground. Now what did happen was a revelation, and that revelation implemented a change. In that change, that change has caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. Some of you could have been making impulse decisions, especially like some of you, if you needed a place to stay, or some of you, like if this was one relationship to the next, that's, codependency, you not knowing how to be by yourself, you not wanting to be by yourself, has caused you to go into like a situation here that is just like, It's like you're reliving the same situation with a different person. You know, whatever revelation you had in that situation, I feel you're having in this one. Job, all relationship forms on like job, house, whatever the case may be. Even yourself, you could be having some revelations about yourself, who you are, what do you like, what you don't like. So this past energy was straight revelation that could not be avoided, and you tried to avoid this like a plague. But because you are what you know to be tied down. I want to say bound, but when I say bound, commitment comes to thought. So you're used to being in some sort of partnership, and right now that could be planned on you. I'm going to encourage you, Capricorn, here is you need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn how to be yourself, because you're taking all this energy from your past, from these past relationships. You're carrying that with you, and sometimes that projects. Your fears project. Your uncertainties project. You know what I'm saying? And they start to resurface again because you haven't dealt with it to begin with. The future is the Six of Wands. Lack of validation. You don't feel validated. You don't feel noticed. You don't feel appreciated for what it is that you've did and what it is that you've done, you know. So a lot of you are not getting the recognition you feel you deserve in September. But honestly, Capricorn, like, I can't even hold you right now. Like, you're going through such a revelation of yourself, and you're really in this low vibrational energy of yourself, because it's like your shadow has presented itself to you, and you don't know where to start, or even really probably how to start, because you've been this way for so long, and now you're being told or shown that, hey, this way just ain't gonna work for you no more. There's some changes you're gonna have to make, and you're not liking that. You don't feel validated at this time, you know, for who you are and what you've done to even get to that point. You feel like, dang, yeah. How you see yourself is the Five of Cups. Again, with these emotions, right? I feel like a lot of you are going through some depression right now. If this is not you, this could be somebody around you, or even your partner. If they have changed their energy, things like that, it's because they're really going through something. Somebody's grieving a loss. And if it's your partner, maybe you're unaware. Some of you went from one relationship to the next, and you're in that new relationship. In this new relationship, you're grieving the loss of the last one, because you didn't take time to sit by yourself and grieve. So right now you're focused on the past. Something has triggered you in this current situation, and now you're focused on your past, what's lost, what you've already built that is no longer there for you, that you have to rebuild again. Your environment is the Nine of Cups. Some of you feel like everybody could be living their life around you, having a good time around you. There could be a lot of drinking going on, a lot of masking emotions with alcohol, whether that's you or people in your environment. Drinking is playing a part in these emotions, this anxiety, this worry, this fear. If you are using drinking to cope, it's not really helping you right now. It's got you really emotionally imbalanced. Um, some of you feel like somebody is just so cocky and spoiled, like they don't understand, they don't get what you're going through. You see them as like life is just good for them. They're not able to resonate with what you're going through right now. I would say try them, talk to a trusted friend, a trusted person, because there's someone you can lean on in your environment, but you view them as just cocky, like, smug, selfish. But you can talk to that person, like, don't be so judgmental. But also, there's a lot of drinking going on in the environment, a lot of partying. If you're busy masking your your emotions, thoughts, and feelings with alcohol, it's going to be hard for you to do the healing that you need to do. Hopes and fears is the sun, but this is definitely reversed. You don't want to stay in this energy for long. It's like a lot of depression. You may feel as if you'll never get out of this state, like this state of mind, like these things will always bother you, these things will always be an issue. Some of you could be in a situation that makes you depressed, and you fear like you won't ever be able to get away from it. You don't want to be stuck where you're at. And the outcome is a Two of Swords. You just don't know. You don't know what direction to take. It's like mind over heart, especially for some of you that are in a relationship and you went from one relationship to the next and now things aren't playing out the way that you thought. You don't want to feel stuck in this situation. You don't want to feel bound in this situation. There's a part of you that's saying to leave, but there's a part of you that's, you want to stay, you care about them, but in your heart, you feel like this may not be the best situation for you. But your mind is saying this is what you need right now. This could be a situation of stability. I know that the emotions are not being reciprocated like you want. This is just a lack of energy. Like somebody is not as sensitive as you would like them to be. You feel stuck in this cycle and you may not be seeing your way out of it right now. Or there's a woman, like this woman is like just emotionally upset, like on and off, and you don't know how to feel. They're juggling if they should be single because they just don't feel the same like as they used to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get on the same page, have a discussion, have a talk, and have a genuine heart-to-heart conversation right now to express your feelings to your not the Doreen Virtue card. But that's what you need. You need to have a heart-to-heart conversation right now to express your fears, to express your sadness, let someone know how you're feeling. I think you've probably tried to do that, and maybe this person's brushed you off, or they're not giving you the emotional validation that you need. But I would encourage you to try again. All right. All right, Capricorn. That's all I got for you for the month of September. Like, comment, share, subscribe.